Menu planning, grocery shopping, and budgeting are important steps in providing the people you support with balanced, healthy, economical meals. The first step in the process is planning the menu. Planning menus ahead of time can ensure that the right number of servings from each of the food groups is offered to the people you support. Menus can also meet the nutritional standards of individuals in your home who have special dietary needs. Written menus make it easy to see that a variety of foods is being offered and that meals will appeal to the individuals in the house. Also, when you're serving a food that is higher in fat or salt, you can plan low-fat or low-salt foods to go with it. For example, ham is high in salt. If you have ham for dinner, you can serve a salad or a vegetable that doesn't contain salt. Before going shopping, look through your food items to see what you have on hand. Then make a shopping list of the rest of the items you need. Shopping from a list helps you avoid expensive impulse purchases. Impulse buys often aren't healthy or nutritious. Foods like pastries, sweets, candy, and chips are high in price and calories and low in nutrients. Impulse buys may be expensive non-food items too, like magazines, the latest kitchen gadget, or cookbook. Either way, these extras can really add to your grocery bill. If you shop with a list, you are buying only what you plan to use, so foods won't go to waste. How many times have you thrown away spoiled food that everyone forgot about? Having a menu assures that foods are being used at their peak of freshness and helps keep you within your grocery budget. Before making your weekly menu, check newspaper ads for sales on products you know the people you support will like. For example, meat can take a big bite out of your food dollar. Watch for special sales on fish, poultry, and meat, and plan your meals around them. If you buy extras of these food items on sale, store them in the freezer. Make sure to label each package first with the item name and date purchased. Another money saver is buying produce in season. Just make sure to use what you've purchased before it spoils. When you plan meals, you'll have the foods you need on hand and will make fewer trips to the grocery store. You won't have to go back to the store to buy foods you forgot if you shop with a list. Planning also helps you make good use of leftovers, which can cut your cooking time and food costs. This way you can save your time for things you and the people you support enjoy more. Now you know the advantages of planning, but how can you put it all together to make nutritious meals? The easiest way to plan a balanced menu is to use a menu template. The template we will use is based on the serving suggestions of the balanced daily plate we learned about in a previous session. Group homes must serve or make available 3 nutritionally balanced meals with snacks each day. To meet these requirements, there is a place to write in 3 meals and 2 snacks on the menu template. Some people need more snacks, and other people have special diets that may look different from this template. That's okay. The template is meant to be a guide. Changes can be made to fit the individuals you support. Also, each meal suggests how many different food groups to include. For example, you can see the recommendation for breakfast is to serve at least 3 of the 5 food groups. Lunch should include 4 of the 5 groups. Dinner should include 4 or 5 groups, and snacks should include 1 or 2 of the food groups. The template also has a place at the bottom of each meal to keep account of how many servings and food groups are in each meal. This is especially helpful because you can see right away if you are serving too much from one food group and not enough from another. Then you can make changes. Let's start with breakfast. What kinds of foods do the people you support like to eat? Breakfast is a great meal to include milk and whole grains. For instance, to get 3 of the 5 food groups, we can plan to have 1 serving of whole grain cereal, which is from the grain group, 8 ounces of fat-free milk, which is from the dairy group, and a piece of fresh fruit, such as a banana from the fruit group. It is important to include something from either the protein or dairy group so the meal has more staying power, which keeps hunger away longer. This is just one breakfast example. Because you can choose from a variety of different foods to meet the template guidelines, planning breakfast meals with people you support is easier. Let's move on to lunch. Many of the people you support pack their lunches and take them to work or day programs. You need to find out what appliances are available for individuals to use. Do they have a refrigerator or microwave? If a refrigerator is not available for lunch storage, it is important to pack lunches in a cooler or thermal lunch bag with the right size cold pack to keep individuals from getting sick from spoiled food. The template tells us to include 4 of the 5 food groups for lunch. Let's plan a typical cold lunch, starting with a sandwich. 2 pieces of whole wheat bread count as 2 servings from the grain group, and sliced turkey counts as 1 serving of protein. Low-fat or fat-free mayonnaise can be added to make the sandwich less dry and more flavorful, and only counts as an extra. A cup of homemade vegetable soup sent in a microwavable container goes well with a sandwich and counts as 1 serving from the vegetable group. A carton of yogurt adds 1 dairy serving, and a cup of fresh melon pieces rounds out the meal with 1 serving of fruit. Again, this is just one type of an easy-to-pack lunch that meets the guidelines of the menu template. Many combinations will work. The dinner meal offers an opportunity to serve a variety of dishes and new foods. Our template says to plan 4 or 5 of the food groups to make a balanced meal. Start with vegetables and fruits. This is a great time to add mixed greens with raw carrots and tomatoes to make a healthy salad. A cup of greens and a half a cup of chopped vegetables makes 2 servings from the vegetable group. If you wish, add a bit of fat-free or low-fat salad dressing to the salad. Next in this dinner example, we will add a hot vegetable dish. This is an opportunity to try different vegetables from the store or from the farmer's market. A recipe for grilled herb vegetables can be found on our website and includes a variety of vegetables individuals may enjoy. 1 serving of brown rice counts as a grain, and a small chicken breast adds 1 serving to the protein group. An 8-ounce glass of fat-free milk balances out the meal with 1 serving from the dairy group. Let's turn our attention to snacks. Snacks provide another opportunity to add more fruit and vegetable servings to the diet. Unless a person's special diet order says not to, including extra servings of fruits and vegetables to the menu adds even more nutrients and fiber for few added calories. A snack should be planned into the day when there are more than 4 hours between meals. Popular snack times are between breakfast and lunch, between lunch and dinner, or before bedtime. Snacks can curb hunger and provide energy to keep individuals focused on work or activities. A snack should include 1 or 2 of the food groups, and at least 2 snacks should be offered to individuals each day. A light snack, which includes only 1 food group, could be 1 serving of fresh fruit. A more substantial snack should include 2 of the food groups. An example is celery sticks with peanut butter, providing 1 serving of protein and 1 vegetable serving. Here are a few more tips for planning your menu. Make meals attractive. We eat with our eyes first, so use foods that are colorful to make a meal appealing. Texture is also important. Serve crunchy foods as well as soft foods in the same meal. Serve hot and cold foods, such as a cold salad and a hot dish. All of these tips make meals more interesting and enjoyable for the people you support. Involve the people you support. Ask individuals their likes and dislikes and incorporate these into your menu plan. Planning the menu weekly will help incorporate seasonal foods and changes in people's preferences. Your menus should also provide for any special dietary needs individuals may have. Studies show that people are more willing to try new foods and have healthier diets when they are involved in planning, shopping, and preparing their own food. So include the individuals you support in these activities whenever possible. Shop wisely. Shopping is just as important as planning and is another good way to involve people you support in their food experiences. With food prices going up and budgets getting tighter, it is important to get the most out of your food dollar. Here are a few tips to maximize your food dollar at the grocery store. When your food budget allows, buy extra low-cost, nutritious foods like frozen fruit and vegetables and frozen orange juice concentrate. These foods keep well, but make a plan to use them. If they have to be thrown out because of spoilage, money was wasted. Fresh, homemade foods are usually cheaper than processed foods. Processed foods are products like frozen meals, canned soups and vegetables with seasonings and sauces. Preparing these dishes at home allows you to use less fat, sugar, and salt. Use plant sources of protein such as nuts, seeds, and beans. They contain healthy sources of fats, protein, and iron, and are less expensive than other choices from the protein group. Eggs are also a very good source of protein and are low in cost. Try store brands. They usually cost less than name brands, but they taste as good and generally have the same nutritional value. Even if name brand products are on sale, they still may be more expensive than store brands. Take the time to compare prices. Take time to compare fresh, frozen, and canned foods to see which is cheapest. Buy what's on special or what's fresh from the farm. It is also important to read label and shelf information. Read the nutrition facts label on packaged foods. Compare the amount of fats, sodium, calories, and other nutrients in similar products. Use sell-by and best if used by dates on packages to help you choose the freshest foods. Sometimes you will see foods drastically marked down in price if they are close to their sell-by date. Only buy these products if you can use them right away or freeze them when you get home. Look for the unit price to compare similar foods. It tells you the cost per ounce, pound, or pint, so you'll know which brand or size is the best buy. Most stores show the unit price on a shelf tag just below the product. Let's review some of the important points we discussed. Using written menus can save money, cut down on food waste, and ensure that meals are healthy. Menu templates are useful guides for planning menus. Include individuals in menu planning to accommodate likes and dislikes. Money-saving tips, such as eating foods in season and looking for sales and specials, can help you stay within the food budget. Finally, using input from individuals, add new foods to the menu regularly.